Welcome to the Instagram stories for Thursday, August 6th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. There's a lot of social media news to talk about, including YouTube adding the ability to upload custom thumbnails for shorts from the desktop, something that we've needed for a really long time, and the ability to generate thumbnails using YouTube's Ask Studio tool. We'll also get into some video editing tips from creators using the Edits tool, along with how to add sound effects to videos using the Edits tool. We'll also hear from the head of Instagram as he explains how you can restrict someone from seeing your stories, but still keep them as a follower. All of that on today's episode, but first, here's a quick word from our sponsors. Welcome back. Let's start with the YouTube news. The YouTube team has added the ability to upload custom shorts thumbnails from the desktop. To explain how to do it, here is Renee Ritchie from the YouTube Creator Insider team.
Custom thumbnails for YouTube Shorts. Can I get a finally and a W in the comments? Hello, insiders. I'm Renee Ritchie, a longtime creator now working at YouTube, and here's what's up. Creators in the YouTube Partner Program can add a fully custom thumbnail to a new short as part of the upload flow on desktop. Or to add a custom thumbnail to an existing short, open YouTube Studio on desktop, go to the Content tab, select Shorts, click the details, the pencil icon, next to the short you want to edit. Under the thumbnail section, click to upload your custom thumbnail, pick your file, and hit save. And if you don't want to make a fully custom thumbnail, but you do want to select a different thumbnail on desktop, you would now pick between one of 3 suggested thumbnails for your short, the same way you've previously been able to do for your long form on desktop. And if you want to pick a completely custom frame, you can still do that on mobile. A few things for creators to keep in mind. While the aspect ratio for shorts is 9:16, the sweet spot for shorts thumbnails across devices and presentations is closer to 3:2. So keep anything important just away from the edges. Also, fully custom thumbnails are rolling out first to channels in the YouTube Partner Program. YouTube will be expanding access over time though, so stay tuned for future updates. And yeah, there's no A/B testing for shorts thumbnails, at least for now, and it's desktop only, also at least for now. So if you typically upload via mobile and you still want a fully custom thumbnail, you just have to go to the desktop and add it in at any point later. My, how the tables have turned. Why did this take so long? Well, at first, shorts were intended to be low lift, a way to allow the next generation of creators to get on YouTube the way a bunch of us OGs did back in the day when horizontal videos weren't very much different from shorts today. Also, most shorts are viewed in the shorts feed most of the time when there are no thumbnails. But more and more recently, creators have been telling YouTube that the way shorts look on the homepage, and maybe most importantly, on the home and shorts tab of the channel page to brands, is really important. And there really should be a way to set a fully custom thumbnail. So now there is.
I really appreciate Renee's explanation of why this took so long to implement, and also his specific instructions around sizing criteria. You can do 9:16, that's what I'm going to continue to do, but just to be cognizant that text or images near the edge of that 9:16 image might get cut off. There's another big news update here from the YouTube team that has to do with using YouTube's AI tool called Ask Studio in order to generate thumbnails. If you are someone who, much like me, is not good at generating thumbnails, maybe you have a person that you've hired to generate thumbnails for you, perhaps you might not need that person anymore, and you can use YouTube's Ask Studio tool to generate the thumbnail using AI. Here's the clip from Renee Ritchie explaining.
Thumbnail generation is coming to Ask Studio. Not all creators are gifted at graphic design, but a lot of us still want to be able to conceptualize, iterate, and refine video packaging to get the best results possible for our videos and channels. And now, Ask Studio will let creators do exactly that. And with an understanding of the specific video based on the transcript and the channel in general based on what's been previously posted. And yes, some creators love nothing more than to lose ourselves in every exquisite detail of the thumbnail process. But if it's all just tedious and time consuming for you, or if you just want to collaborate and have a conversational jam to vibe with, well, that's where generative thumbnails come in. They're unique to the channel and tailored specifically for your content, so they'll match the same style, topics, and audiences. And they can be iterated on fast and flexibly, so you can sort through a bunch of ideas, fine-tune text, colors, layouts, and more to rapidly get where and what you want. And because it's all in YouTube Studio, you can integrate it into your overall production process, from video ideas based on comments or insight to title suggestions and now thumbnail generation in post-production. Just type create a thumbnail for my video in Ask Studio to get started, or hit the Get Suggestion chip on Upload. And if you're looking for a specific vibe, add something like create a high energy thumbnail in your prompt. Thumbnail generation is available now globally on desktop.
I love this concept. I am using Ask Studio right now to generate a thumbnail for a video I'm about to upload based on the script that Ask Studio wrote for me. The thumbnail that Ask Studio generated does not look exactly like me. It looks like someone who could be my cousin, but I think it's a great step in the right direction. I'm really looking forward to seeing this Ask Studio thumbnail generation tool improve. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into some strategy around video editing. Plus, the head of Instagram explains how to hide your content from someone while still keeping them as a follower. Welcome back. If you are someone who struggles with video editing, you're not great at it, you want to get better, you're not sure where to start, I will link to a fantastic blog post from the Instagram @creators account where they asked creators who are using the Edits app for their best video editing tips. I will just cover the highlights, but the core question was, what does your edit process look like? They said, first, start with the hook. The first few seconds of a video decide everything. You want to start with a moment that makes someone stop scrolling. It could be a bold statement, a surprising visual, a question that demands an answer, and then the edit is built around that opening, trimming down anything that slows down the video. If the hook doesn't land, the rest of the video doesn't get seen. That's the key takeaway. They also say to edit to the rhythm of the audio. Sound isn't just background noise, it's structure. Great video editing means cutting to the beat. In the Edits app, you can use beat markers to flag exactly where the beats land, then trim and cut your clips right to the rhythm, so this way it matches. They also say to use text and visuals to reinforce the message, and there are options there like layering in graphics, stickers, or subtle effects at the right moment. And lastly, this is really important, look at the insights after you post, specifically looking at watch time, drop-off points, save rates, and share rates to understand the impact of what you're editing. For instance, if viewers are dropping off at the 4-second mark, that means the hook needs work. If saves are high, but shares are low, that means the content is valuable enough to save, but not shareable enough. All of these are learning opportunities. This blog post is really good. It's a little bit long, but I think it's worth the deep dive. I will link to it in the show notes so that you can check it out. Let's stay on the topic of video editing. This clip from the @creators account explains how to use the Edits app and add in sound effects. I'm just going to play the part of the clip that's relevant, but if you've ever wanted to add sound effects to your video, it can be a bit challenging to hunt them down, but thankfully the Edits app includes them. Here's the clip.
Sound design is the difference between people watching a video and feeling it. Make them feel your videos with the Edit Sound Effects library.
Edits has hundreds of free sound effects already built in, all sorted by category. My fit transition video needed a little something something, and I like a whoosh. I like saying the word whoosh. So I decided to type in whoosh, and I picked one of the many whoosh options to add to my video. Then you can stack them. Sound effects, music, and voiceover all on one timeline. And you can slide each sound around frame by frame.
Remember this.
I played that clip because I've been doing a lot of video editing in Adobe Premiere Pro recently, and hunting down all of those sound effects is a lot of work. Having them right in the Edits app makes things so much easier. And for the last thing we're going to cover on the show today, someone asked the head of Instagram, can you restrict who sees your posts and stories, but keep them as a follower? Good question. You can restrict who sees your stories, but here's the head of Instagram to explain.
So the question is, can you make it so someone is still following you, but they can't see your stories or posts? The answer is yes for stories, no, unfortunately, for posts. The way it works is you go to the stories camera and the top right, there's a little gear and you can tap that. And then you can add a list of people you want to make sure don't see your stories, even if they follow you. That way they can still follow you, they won't know anything is up, but they won't see any stories that you post. Unfortunately, this does not exist yet for posts, but definitely something that I'll talk to the team about. Hopefully this helps. Peace.
Okay, that's it for the news and strategy for today's episode. If you could do me a favor, go on Apple Podcasts and leave a review of this show. It only takes a minute. The link to find the right place to do that is in the show notes. You can get there directly. I would really appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything. It only takes a minute. It is really good for other people to come across those reviews and see how much it's helped you as a listener, and therefore they will want to listen to the show too. So if you can, please leave a review of the Instagram stories, social media news on Apple Podcasts. As always, thank you for listening, and come back next time for more social media news, strategy, and other things you should know.
Yeah. Let's get it. The year was 2013. You posted your first pic and you're glad you posted scene. Your friends liked it too, but what you didn't know is what posting on that platform would do. Taking all your time and attention, doom scrolling. Also, let me mention, you gotta post on every platform, putting content on every set just to conform. Likes gave you validation and you got hooked. Now engagement is down, you feeling overlooked. Hey, keep coming back for more podcasts. And find me on Instagram at Daniel Hill Media.